Jimmy, stop bugging. Laura.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. They're paying.
Oh, for me?
Are you kidding? Who else would they be for?
Oh, did you get this from the grocery store?
From Kroger, yes. These are from Kroger. That's a nice grocery store here.
It's a nice one.
We have the Queen, Lara Trump, here at the Blaze. Guys, make sure to watch the show tonight. We have the Queen herself. Tune in. Okay, then we're going to put that.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, but let's take it.
This guy, no, this is so great.
Can we get a quick picture? Laura.
Thank you.
We had our carpet, we've had some, issues on the show and stuff, stuff, people's blood, people got injured.
Blood?
Yeah, on this, so we want to
Should I take this walk?
Yes, of course. This is for the red carpet.
Oh, wow. This is so
This is
special.
This is what you get. We roll out the red carpet.
Thanks for look at that. Look what I did there.
Well, that's fine. Just throw it out the trash. We just don't need it because this carpet has COVID, all kinds of bacteria growth.
A lot of blood-borne illness.
Exactly.
Right here.
So,
Yeah.
That's totally 100% antibacterial. That's Dr. Fauci approved.
This is how, yeah, well, if it's Fauci approved, then count me in, obviously.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. I'll break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special occasion here at Primetime with Alex Stein. We have one of our most esteemed, one of our most beautiful, one of our fittest, and the best singer in the entire Trump family, the one, the only, Lara Trump.
Here I am.
Laura,
Uh-oh.
welcome to the blimp. Now you're with a pimp on the blimp.
I didn't know that it would happen, but now that I'm here, it's actually better than anticipated.
Okay, good, because you were, just a second ago, you were saying you're a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous. I don't know. Look,
Why would you be nervous?
Because I know what happens on this show. Alex Stein.
We rolled out the red carpet. I'm not going to do anything disrespectful. I would never call you a big booty Latina like I did AOC. I would never do that to you. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, well then all the pressure's off now, I guess.
Yeah, we could just
relax.
We could just be ourselves. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on right now. While you're here, and we're going to get into it even more. You have a kid's book.
I sure do. Yeah, it's called The Never Give Up Pup.
Do you teach kids how to transition?
Well, among other things, we talk about using a litter box instead of a toilet.
There you go.
No, my gosh.
What? Never give
Of course
up.
not. There it is. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm a crazy dog lady. So it's so appropriate that a dog would be the star of any book I write. I have 2 hounds. A hound is the star of this book as well. I worked with Brave Books. They are a great publisher. You can feel good about letting your kids read their books. There's no woke agenda. Your kids will not come out transitioned on the other side, as you just mentioned.
Well, that you have to admit that's weird with all the sexual books in all these libraries.
Yeah.
Well, that's a serious thing. What is that all about?
Well, it's terrifying. And this is a big problem in this country. Look, I have 2 kids. They're 4 and 6. Kids grow up quickly enough these days. We don't need to encourage them to go any faster. So this book is so great because it teaches you a valuable lesson at the end, as do all the Brave books. And the lesson here is hard work. And I think the work ethic is really lacking in our youth today. Everything is so accessible. It's so easy. So I wanted to partner with Brave, and we did a book called The Never Give Up Pup. And some people think it mirrors Donald Trump a little bit. You never know.
Wow.
He never gives up either.
No, he never gives up. He's a true, I mean, the guy, I don't know how he has the energy to do what he does.
He's amazing.
No, he really is.
There's no one else like him. And it's exactly the reason we need him back because, man, it's 180 degrees in every possible way from the guy in the White House right now.
Well, I agree, but forget about Biden for a second. We know Joe Biden's terrible. You know, he's obviously a weekend at Bernie's. But what about Nikki Haley? Let's talk about, what do you think she's doing, sabotaging her political career to go after Donald Trump?
It's the question of really the year. What is Nikki Haley doing? At this point, you think about the money that she is wasting to continue her run, which she already knows will be unsuccessful. She has no path to victory. There's no way she's going to become the Republican nominee. And I think for so many people, they say, well, she's obviously either partnered with the Democrats. I think Gavin Newsom even said, man, she's one of our best surrogates,
exactly.
Nikki Haley, or potentially she's banking on one of these crazy, bogus indictments, taking Donald Trump out, the least democratic thing possible happening, communist tactics actually coming to fruition, and then I guess she would slide right in. But I've said many times, any person who doesn't call this out for exactly what it is should be disqualified for running for president.
Well, I agree, and Nikki basically saying that Trump is not, should not run until his legal stuff. She's throwing him under the bus, which obviously but in that tweet, if you notice, she seems to throw herself under the bus. She talked about how she needs to fight for every inch, which is a sexual reference. And I know you're not going to say this, but there's a rumor that her husband was not treated very nicely by her when he would go off on his military duties. That she was, she had a wandering eye, is all I'll say. So if she would do that to her husband, imagine what she'd do to the American people.
Well, let alone the fact that you actually had a person in the White House who did the job that needed to be done. And I think whenever you look at the person who no matter what comes at him or her, would stand up in the face of anything that was against them and fight for the American people, there is one person doing that. It's Donald J. Trump.
I agree. Okay, this is why when Trump wins, because we know he's going to win the nomination, Super Tuesday, I hope Nikki Haley quits, but there's a reason why I've rolled her out the red carpet. I'm always on thin ice at the Blaze, and very easily I could lose my job at any moment.
Any second.
Any second. You know that, I know that. And your father-in-law might need a press secretary, and I kind of want to Anthony, Scaramucci it. I'll just stay for like a week.
Oh.
Say some crazy stuff. He fires
You're throwing yourself right out here for this.
I'll do a Scaramucci. He just needs you for a week. And then let's say something bad happens. I'll say it for him. I can take the blame. And then you can be like, oh, Alex Stein caused that geopolitical nightmare. That wasn't me.
I was about to say, after we get nuked by somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll step on
then
the
you're
nuke.
going to just wash your hands of the whole thing and you're out.
Just tell him if he needs a temporary press secretary. I mean, I love KJP. She's so good.
She's fantastic.
Isn't she the worst, though?
She's pretty bad. You know what? And I just got to say, the women that they're propping up over there at the White House, disappointing all around for women everywhere. From the vice president all the way down to the press secretary. It's just a disaster.
Not Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine's doing good.
Is he?
No! Wow! That'll go viral, Jimmy. Clip that. Oh, my gosh. Rachel Levine's going to be very sad. She's beautiful. Let's not. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rachel, if you're watching, call me. I know Rachel's definitely going to see this. But no, this is what I'm really, I guess, frustrated with, though. You know that there's a deep state that is going to take out or try to take out Donald Trump. So how do we fight?
They already are.
That's what I'm saying. But how do we fight those guys? Because they're on both sides, Laura. They're on the conservative side. You know what I mean? They give us the impression they're on our side. But behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get rid of Trump.
Well, and it's funny because you really didn't appreciate until Donald Trump this deep state and who they are. And he exposed so many people in Washington, D.C., the fake news, as he always called them, right? But that was one of the great things that I think he did for people. He woke people up. And once you're awake, you're not going back to sleep. Let's face it. There are a lot of people who say, well, I haven't donated to the RNC because I feel like, maybe they're still a little too establishment. I don't know. I don't know if my money's going to the right spot. I will be hopefully co-chair of the RNC as of later this week. And I can assure you that is one way we start fighting back against the deep state, because I will ensure that every penny of every dollar goes to Donald Trump winning, us taking back the Senate, expanding our lead in the House, and all of the America First patriots winning their races.
And I'm not even just trying to kiss your butt, but just what you've gone through, what Eric has gone through, that you guys actually care about this country, because you've been illegally prosecuted. I'm saying you and Eric.
We have skin in the game.
That's what I'm saying. You guys have been in it. Forget about President Trump. Obviously, he's got it bad, but you being his daughter-in-law, Eric being his son, I think he's gotten it worse than almost any other Trump person, besides Donald, of course.
Yeah, well, it's ridiculous. You look at the Trump organization, and I can tell you, not only is it my father-in-law's life's work, obviously, my husband has done such an amazing job at running this company, has always followed things by the book. We went so far as to make sure that everything that we took in from any foreign entity staying at the Trump DC hotel or any Trump properties went to the United States Treasury while my father-in-law was in office, because we didn't even want the faintest hint of impropriety. And yet they still go after us. They still went after my father-in-law. They still went after my husband. It's insane and ridiculous.
No, it makes me sick. But I also think that, let's just be real. The deep state, I mean, Donald Trump, if anybody can, take him out, it's Donald Trump. But this is the sad thing. This is what the CIA says, and this is a conspiracy theorist in me, is that the deep state, if you want to call them the CIA or whoever it is, they look at a president like, oh, well, the president's only in 4 to 8 years. We're here forever. So it's like we're fighting this beast that almost can't have its head cut off. You know what I mean? It almost feels futile. Who is this? Who is this on the phone? Hello.
Well, I just wanted to say hello to you. You know, you're doing a tremendous job, but I know that you're interviewing my daughter-in-law.
President
I
Trump.
just wanted to make
Wait.
yes, and I wanted to make sure you're being respectful. You know that because the last time you did that, you were talking about things that probably you shouldn't talk about. And I did that once on a bus with Billy Bush, and you're not supposed to talk about it, although I talked about something else. And, we just want to steer clear of topics that Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade may find themselves in. You know, I call it something we don't want to talk about that. So I want you to be respectful because she's going to be the co-chair of the RNC, but I hear you're doing a tremendous job.
Yes, President Trump, I'm going to treat her with the most respect. I apologize for doing that to your daughter-in-law. She's a very respectable woman. I will never do that again, sir.
Well, and I remember when I was at the gala, the New York Young Republicans, and this is a tremendous group. Yes, and you said some things, and you probably shouldn't have said it, but they're funny. You're a funny guy. You're a handsome guy. A lot of people say you look like Tucker Carlson. I hear he's your biological stepfather. But you're a handsome guy and a funny guy, and you said a few things, but you're doing a wonderful job. I have to say that. And, Lara's a fantastic person. I'm very proud of her and proud of Eric. I never thought he was capable of that.
I know. I was just talking about how good Eric is. But, I mean, President Trump, if Eric gives her any lip or anything, is there any way you could maybe ever step in or anything?
Well, if that happens, and I can tell you this, because I still have a lot of authority inside the family, if Eric is ever out of line, if he's ever doing something that he's probably not supposed to do, you could just call me. Obviously, you want to do it on a secret line. You don't want the FBI to hear about it. But you could call, and I will put him in his room for a long time. We'll take away his new shoes. He got new shoes. You may have heard about it. They're the beautiful shoes. They're gold. They're incredible. And they love them so much in Philadelphia, they booed me, which is something that happens in Philly a lot. You know, they boo everybody.
They booed
me more than they booed. They booed me more than they booed Santa, which means I'm more popular than Santa Claus, believe it or not, because the Eagles fans are terrible people. But if he's ever doing anything, that you don't like, he's being bad, maybe he's stepping out of line, maybe he's a little grumpy or hangry, we could put him in his room. We could take away his shoes. I'll tell him, like, I had The Apprentice. I used to say, "You're fired." We'd say, "Eric, you're grounded, believe me."
Oh, okay. Last thing. So President Trump, Laura's here, obviously talking about her new children's book, and she says that you were a part of it or something, or what did you have to do with the children's book?
Well, quite frankly, I wasn't used enough. I have to say that. I probably would have written, I write great books. I have The Art of the Deal. I have a lot of wonderful books, but you may have heard about it. Dr. Seuss, I taught him a lot. I taught Dr. Seuss how to rhyme, believe it or not.
You taught Dr. Seuss?
Right there, and I taught him a lot. I believe I just told you that. I taught him a lot. I taught him how to rhyme, believe it or not. Let me just tell you this, too. This was the first version of Green Eggs and Ham. He didn't want to do it. What? It was, I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Lindsey Graham. I will not eat them with the senator of South Carolina or with the virus that came from China. I will not eat them with Mitch McConnell or with that horrible person, Rosie O'Donnell. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Lindsey Graham. We were going to do that. He didn't want to do that, but he wrote a good book, too.
Beautiful.
Well, is there anything you want to say to your father-in-law before he goes, Laura?
I just want to say thank you. Next book, you're going to be the star of the book. Don't worry. We won't make that mistake twice, for sure.
Well, and I'm happy to hear that, and I'm happy to hear that you're going to be the new co-chair of the RNC. You're going to do a lot better than Rana and all of these other people. And today has been a great day. We had a wonderful victory. The Supreme Court reversed their decision from Colorado faster than Chris Christie reversed his lap band, which means he gained all of the weight that he lost, and he gained interest, too. He's a big guy, and we'll be hearing a lot from him on April 8th. There's going to be an eclipse. I'm sure you heard about it. He's going to be taking flight. It's going to be dark for a while, but you're going to do a tremendous job.
And President Trump, last thing, what's the deal with Nikki Haley winning D.C.? What's the deal about that?
Well, you see what happened in D.C. They call it a swamp for that reason. And I don't know how many people she talked to. She talked a lot about the fellas. I'm not sure how many fellas were down there. But we have to look out because, I hear she has a way around the back of an SUV. I call it an SUV, the escapade in an Escalade.
Oh.
That is Nikki Haley's entire career. That's her whole career, wrapped up into a pretty little package. Escapade in an Escalade. And maybe that's how she won D.C. I'm not sure about it, but we don't need it. We got super fantastic, tremendous Tuesday coming, and we're going to win bigly, believe me.
Yes, sir, President Trump. Thank you for calling, and I promise to treat your daughter-in-law with the full utmost respect.
And I'm happy to hear that. Your ratings are incredible. They're probably even better now because I do good ratings to everybody, and you're doing a tremendous job. God bless.
Thank you, President Trump.
Wow.
I know.
What a call.
Well, I'm sorry for the way I treated you in the past. I didn't know that he was going to be calling me out. So
Yeah, he'll do that.
He calls everybody out. I know.
He'll call him like he sees them, which is exactly what we need.
And that is what we need. I mean, all these people. And you know what we need back? You know what we need Trump back? And I mean this. Trump gave us those stimulus checks. We need those stimulus check back. I'm serious. No, do you remember that, Laura?
I'm for the check.
No, not even that. But do you remember how good America was? Even though we're going through this terrible thing, when everybody had $1,200, people were so happy.
Well, think about the tax cuts, first of all. Think about the fact that we were a safe country because you had the most secure border in history since we've been keeping track of the southern border, most secure under Donald Trump, ending wars, no new wars, peace agreements in the Middle East, trade deals with Mexico, Canada, China, as you just heard there. I mean, are you kidding me? It was great. People were feeling good. And it's the old adage, are you better off now than you were 3 years ago? And the answer for everybody is no.
No.
Because life is hard under Joe Biden. And we know it's not really Joe Biden.
No, yeah, it's obviously the deep state. Okay, but this is what they say. They say that politics runs downstream of culture. Or is it the other way around? Culture runs downstream of politics?
I'm not sure.
Either way, the analogy, I think, works both ways. Donald came out with the hottest shoe of 2024.
Right?
These,
Look at those.
Everybody loves these shoes.
Wow.
Everybody loves these shoes. They're beautiful. They're ankle support.
I did my best version of them today.
Those are kind of the female version.
Yeah.
But everybody's been talking about the Trump shoes, but we want to talk about the real shoes.
Oh.
These are the no balance Bidens. You see, they're no balance.
Wow.
Do you like it? Do you see that?
Those are really
You
nice.
can hold one too. Would you
Those
like?
are really something. What size are these? Holy Toledo. These are a 15.
These are size 15, yeah.
These are big. These are, and we've got this is really how he probably writes his name, which is sad.
So compare these. Can we do like a side by side, the Biden with the Trump Force Ones?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
these are
not these.
these are ugly shoes. But what do you think about that? The fact that Joe Biden can't walk up Air Force One steps.
You know, I know that there's a gait issue, and by that I mean he can't really walk very well.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. This is supposed to be the leader of the free world. You have to present yourself a certain way if you want to get respect from the rest of the world. And unfortunately, whether it's the fact that Joe Biden can't really talk, he can't, I mean, bless his heart, this guy can't even speak when there's a teleprompter
It's elder
in
abuse,
front of
right?
him. Yeah, somebody needs to be reeling him in, giving him a warm blanket and a nice cup of cocoa, and just let him relax.
Because now I'm honestly, before the freaking 2020 election, you know, I was like despise Joe Biden. You know, I look at him like Barack Obama. I think they're the like scum of the earth. I mean that. But now I'm almost empathetic to Joe Biden because
You have to feel a little sorry for him.
I feel a little bad. I mean, I hate his policies, but I'm talking about the man Joe Biden because he's not making any decisions. And you see him, he's almost reminding me of Mitch McConnell when Mitch McConnell froze. Like he's having these hiccups where you need to be taken care of, not taking care of the country.
Yeah, I mean, even the special counsel said, yeah, this guy took classified documents for decades. We know what he did was wrong, but because he doesn't have his faculties about him, we're not going to really do anything about it. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Well, speaking of calling out politicians, I want to play this little clip. And this is once again, your father-in-law helped me call out the Plano City Council. They're having a lot of transgender issues in their school district. They're like not putting litter boxes, but kind of they're putting weird books and stuff and doing all kinds of crazy stuff in Plano. So I had your father-in-law call these people out. Let's get your instant reaction.
The one, the only, 45th President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump. Are you there, President Trump?
Well, of course, I'm happy that you're talking to the city council. I hear they're tremendous people, and I hear we're going to be bringing these shoes in. These are tremendous shoes. They're hotter than Nikki Haley in an Escalade. You know what I'm talking about? We want to see the children. We want to see them wear the shoes and perform in the shoes and do a tremendous job in the shoes. Isn't that right? Isn't that correct?
Yes, President Trump, you making the shoes mandatory for all school uniforms in Plano School District would be great, and I think that would help the city.
So what do you think about that? Making it mandatory for the school uniforms to have the Trump shoes in plan.
First of all, I'm just going to say good hair there. I liked whatever we were doing.
Did you like that? Am I
was
not doing it right
working.
there? Okay, well,
Yeah.
I cut it a little bit, I think, since then.
Oh, okay. We had a real swoop going. Yeah. Who wouldn't love, what liberal city wouldn't love to have the Trump shoes as required uniforms for the kids at these schools? Absolutely. First of all, can I tell you really quickly a story about these shoes?
Please.
No one told any of us in our family that they were going to put these shoes out there, and then none of us got any.
Yeah, because I
shoes.
tried to buy it. It was $2,400 by the time I went to eBay. So,
What?
so you're telling me, Jimmy, this clip, this. President Trump's daughter-in-law couldn't even get the Trump shoes because I would try to get them.
Yeah. Oh, all these people were texting me, how do I get the shoes? I'm like, dude, I didn't even get the shoes.
Wow.
That's how special these shoes are. I mean, I may go on eBay. I saw $450,000 for a pair of these shoes. You never know. Could be worth it.
We had Roman Sharf on, the guy that had the first pair, and he ended up getting to meet your father-in-law, and he spent $9,000.
Wow. Gosh.
But he's a sneaker collector. Like, did you see a Fat Joe had the shoes, and he was getting made fun of? We should have had that clip. We'll put it in a post.
I haven't seen that.
So Fat Joe's obviously one of the most famous rappers.
Yeah.
And he bought the Trump shoes, and he had to make a video talking about it. He's like, it's not that I love Donald Trump, it's that I'm a sneakerhead.
Why? If you collect art, do you really know what Basquiat was into? Do you know what Andy Warhol was into? Any of these artists that you was into? You love the art. So you get it. I guess they separate art from the person. Now me as a sneaker collector, I had to get my hand on the Trumps. Once again, I'm not a Trumper. I dislike Trump. I'm not voting for him, not now, not never. But I'm a sneaker collector into the art, so I had to find these.
And I love,
You know what? He should have just embraced it and given them 2 fingers and just been like, that's it. That's the kind of attitude people need to start having. And I think people are coming around to that. I feel like there's been a shift. People are like, you know what? We're done. We're not trying to hide that we like Donald Trump anymore because, quite frankly, America is going to be destroyed if he's not back in office. Forget it. The rest of the world follows suit. People need to just start speaking up and speaking loudly. Don't apologize for getting a pair of Donald Trump sneakers.
No, never apologize for
No.
that. But I'm telling you, Laura, I go out and I'll interview white people, black people, Asian people. I'm telling you, everybody says, do you want Trump back? Literally, they all say it.
Yes.
I want Trump back.
Absolutely.
Things were better when Trump was president. So you're right. I think more people are now, it's not, they can be more proud to support Trump. But at the same time, it's so stupid that the guy's the most popular guy in the world. Every rapper loved him. Everybody, I'm just saying every celebrity was kissing Trump's derriere before he became president. And then he becomes president. He's not the most popular guy in the world. It just shows you how hypocritical and disingenuous all of these, athletes and celebrities and
Yeah, because they're controlled. These are people who are being told if you say anything nice about Donald Trump now that he's running as a Republican, now that he's a Republican president, you're going to lose your contract, you're going to lose your fans. People get nervous, but I'm going to tell you, we are the counterculture now. Conservatives, it is cool now to be a conservative. This is how people want to be. If you want to be anti-establishment, anti-the man, all that stuff that the liberals tried to claim a long time ago. Now you're a conservative doing those things. It's coming back around. This is going to be our year. This is going to be our moment. Things are changing. There's a massive shift occurring.
No, and you're right. But the only thing is I want that shift to be the populist movement because I want all of these, even if they have liberal ideas, they should still be supporting Trump.
Totally.
It's so dumb that these people don't realize this guy has, I guess my point is when everybody calls Trump some right-wing guy, he's not. He's not.
Common sense.
That's what I'm saying. He's for the American people.
Yeah.
That's what makes me mad is they try to paint him as some far-right guy.
No.
That's not the case. He's really a populist that wants to help out all people. And they say he's racist, not racist. They say he's homophobic, not homophobic. I mean, every single ick or every is they've ever put on him is provably false. So it just shows you he is the most popular populist candidate, and that's why I think we'll help him win. But you're here for a particular reason, not just talk about your father-in-law, even though he is kind of hard not to bring up. We got to get back to your book.
Yeah.
Now, you are a children's author. This book is it's very important because we said this at the beginning of the interview. A lot of these weird books are using gender ideology, and they're trying to basically use it, subliminally put their gender transition, all of these weird LGBTQ ideologies into these children's books subliminally.
Right. Yeah, that's really scary as a parent. You know, you felt like for a long time that you could just kind of send your kid to school, send them out into the world, and you really didn't have to worry about this stuff. But you see how detrimental it really is for kids. I mean, these kids are doing irreversible damage, some of them, to themselves, and they're never going to be the same again. So many of them come back and they say, I wish I hadn't done this. You take the hormone blockers, you cut off parts of your body, you're never going to be the same again. It is a very frightening time, I think, for a lot of parents. And so to be able to offer a space like Brave Books does, where all of their books grow up with your kids, you can be part of their series, you get a new book every time one is released. And it's just so nice to feel that not only is it safe for your kids, but your kids are learning something positive from it, that I feel like we really have lost so much in our society.
Well, we have a resident baby on this show.
Oh.
I'd like to bring the baby on set if we could. I know that they're over there kind of messing around. Now he's running. This is
going to be a problem because my husband's trying to get me to have another baby.
Okay.
You should.
So she just threw up a little bit.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
here, just hold. Here's the burp wrap in case she throws up.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So I would like you, if you could just give her a signed copy of Baby Tiffany. So do you have your book?
Do you have a pen or something, Jimmy?
I have a pen.
I'm gonna hold her up.
Where's your book?
Please stop
baby
using.
Tiffany.
Please, honestly, Jimmy, you're going too far by giving her the baby and all this stuff.
We have a
dude.
Tiffany in
I know,
our
you
family.
we didn't go over this, so you're going to give her the baby
No,
on this
it's
show.
okay. It's okay.
She likes my necklace and my hair. She's
Wait,
a
can
big
you
fan.
wait? Do you have the book?
Oh, I don't have a copy of the book.
Okay, well, good. I brought a backup. You can just sign
sign
this.
the thing.
Just say to Baby Tiffany, love Laura. Sorry, I don't have a free hand, so you're gonna have to hold the baby.
I'm
still.
doing it all. Wait.
Yeah. So you just do this.
Casual. Two.
Baby Tiff or Baby Tiffany.
Baby Tiff.
Gosh, Jimmy, we've told you so many times to stop bringing your baby on set. I don't know why you keep doing this.
And your dumb baby on our set. Ah! Oh my God. That's what we do with babies on our set.
Tiffany's over here.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I know we're not allowed to punt real babies.
Gosh.
Joe Biden is
Okay, sorry.
America.
I'll get off.
Jimmy,
set.
get off set.
Okay,
Just
sorry,
leave the
sorry,
baby
sorry.
with me.
We're good.
You don't mind just taking care of that baby?
I love a baby. Don't give me a good time. Give me a baby or a dog all day long. Absolutely. Hey, girl.
Jimmy?
Yeah, look at her. Oh my God, she loves me.
She
do
does.
not let Eric Trump watch this episode, whatever we do. Honey, do not watch this.
I think you should have another baby. We need more Trump babies.
We don't have a lot going on. Oh my gosh.
I know. Is it too hard to have a baby because you're so stressed and going through traveling and I'm saying it's probably hard to be.
You mean trying to save the free world right now? Yeah, we've got a little work in children's books, all of it. Yeah, we got stuff going on.
Jimmy, why is this baby still on set? Are we just gonna leave the baby here all night? Well, we can. I don't
Imagine I actually had a baby on election
Let's just
day.
leave the
Can you
baby.
imagine that?
Would the baby help us get clicks, Jimmy? Do you think?
Everybody loves a baby.
Everybody does love the baby.
Look, and she's ducked out in her America
good?
gear.
Here.
She's
She's not
good.
going in her diaper.
Just gotta give the smile. The smile. There. Okay, we're good.
Okay,
we got her back.
Now we got the baby back.
Got her back. Yeah.
All right, Jimmy. So what's next? What do we have to show? Oh yes. Now we have to do a little, pay the bills.
Oh.
Laura, you're in incredible shape. You have a lean physique. You exercise all the time. What's your secret?
Hard work per my book. There you go.
Hard work. Well, this is my secret for getting a 200.
Drugs.
Yeah, basically, this is Cash Brew Coffee, double caffeinated. Are you familiar with Tim Pool?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, him and I, we went in. He owns Cash Brew. He's one of our show sponsors.
Look at that.
One of my very good friends, and he's half Korean. So when you buy this coffee, you stop Asian hate. So make sure to buy this. And I drink 6 cups of this, and I also do. I don't know. Do you ever do the shake weight, Laura?
Oh, who doesn't love a good shake?
This is the best. This is the best
a
exercise.
good workout.
Cash Brew Coffee and shake weighting is how we lose weight. If you want to shake weight, you're very welcome to shake weight.
I think I'm all set on the shake weight.
Are you sure? Because that would get a lot
It
of
would be a
clicks.
nice look with the baby.
Here, how about this? Okay, now
good.
you're gonna shake weight.
Oh,
You can
good.
shake weight.
You're
Now
free
you
to
can
shake
shake
weight.
Are you sure? Look at this. Look at those guns. Jimmy, look at those guns.
The guns. I'll just hold this because I'm not doing a shake weight on here.
I know. Look at
Outta
that.
here.
That's what we
Shake
want.
weighting me.
Dang it.
Please.
No, but Laura, those guns, I mean, if they repeal the Second Amendment, they're going to throw you in jail.
They'll throw me right in jail. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I appreciate what you did there. That was very nice.
No, but on a serious note, though, it is honestly nice to see how good of shape you are. It is inspirational. I see your Instagrams and
thank
stuff.
you.
Well, I mean, you know, fitness is hard, and you do it better than anybody. And I notice Eric's in good shape. So do you bug Eric a lot?
You know what? The key is, and I'm going to say this to all the women out there trying to get your husband in shape, stop talking to them about it. Because I stopped saying anything to Eric, and he just did it on his own. It's almost like maybe you just kind of like quietly guilt them in some way. But Eric is in amazing shape.
Yeah, he looks good.
And it's about making whatever it is a part of your routine. Apparently, you're drinking 6 cups of coffee a day.
Yes.
That's part of your routine. Part of my routine is going to the gym or working out to get ready for a triathlon or whatever I'm doing.
Well, you are an inspiration.
Sorry, I got it.
Oh, my. Jimmy,
no.
you're the worst producer. Why are you on set?
I wrote another song.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I
Hurry,
love
Laura.
it.
Always do songs.
Jimmy, gosh almighty.
Yeah.
This is not
Quick
good.
reaction
This
to
is
Hunter
not
Biden.
good.
Quick reaction to Hunter.
What are your
Biden.
thoughts on him?
Cocaine.
I love him.
Okay.
Okay.
Jimmy does like him, but he's also
Yeah,
he's in recovery from drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, but I just want to. This is my song.
One of your
about
role
how much
models?
I love. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Actually, yes, exactly. That's why I had to take the baby off set. I don't want her knowing.
Hurry the song up, Jimmy.
All right. Hunter Biden in the neighborhood. He's not bad, he's misunderstood. If he invited me out, I wouldn't think twice. He'd give me the best night of my life, yeah. Smoking crack with the president's son, with Russian hookers on Air Force One. If you disagree, just quit your crying, cause I want to party with Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden. This might seem a bit surprising, but I wish I was Hunter Biden.
Wow.
Get off set, Jimmy.
Okay, sorry.
What an idiot.
That was very special.
Jimmy, you know Hunter Biden sold a bunch of our secrets to the Chinese government. You know that, right?
Among other things.
And he sold a lot of other stuff. What do you think they would do if they had a picture of Eric Trump naked?
Oh my God. If there was one incident that you saw on that Hunter Biden laptop with anyone with a Trump last name, forget it. I mean, like, they would burn it all down. It would just, all hell would break loose. It's crazy.
I know, but it's just the hypocrisy. And
of course.
And once again, it kind of goes to this thing where Hunter Biden, you're almost empathetic to Hunter Biden because then they almost turn him into, I don't even know how to say it. I almost feel bad for him at this point. I would be doing coke too if my dad never was around and, you know.
How come we never figured out whose cocaine it was in the White House? Are you kidding me?
We know.
Come on.
What?
This is crazy.
Has President Trump ever mentioned whose cocaine that was?
Well, how would he know?
I know, but has he ever publicly stated on it? I wonder
I don't
if
know.
I don't know if he has.
Should we ask him? You want to get him back
I'll
on the
call
phone?
him back. I need to ask him.
Yeah, get him on the phone.
Isn't it obvious though that it was obvious? I mean, who else's coke could it be? It has to be Hunter
Just
Biden.
the fact that we just like glazed right over that and everybody just moved on with life. Like, no, we're not going to worry about that anymore. The most secure building supposedly in the entire world. Just get a little cocaine in there. No problem.
What a joke. Okay, so Laura, because we knew this was going to be such a big interview, we had some fans send in some video messages that we wanted to play you.
Oh.
So which one are we going to start with? The Ugandans for Trump?
Yep.
So you might not know this, but President Trump is, well, you probably do know this, is revered in Africa. You know, obviously, you might not realize that, but they love Trump. And they made a special video just for you, Laura.
Oh.
We love you, Lara.
We love you, Lara.
Your bicep stroke.
Your bicep stroke.
We hope.
We hope.
Donald wins.
Donald wins. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
That's in Uganda. They love you in
Get
Uganda.
out.
Yes. And that says, what does that say? Your biceps rock.
By the way, those guys look like they're in good shape. I should get a workout in with them sometime.
I know.
Look at
Well,
that.
I think they would
That's
have.
so nice.
They have visa issues. I don't think they could get to West Palm, but they might be able to try. They might be able to get them on a migrant boat, Jimmy. Maybe we can get them one of those boats that just. Have you seen those boats though? Have you seen that where it's like an Italian beach and it's just a boat of 50 guys?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that I mean, I know it's happening at our border too, but I feel like Europe was kind of like the beta test. We saw what they were doing, and now it's just. I mean, I don't even know if Europe is recognizable anymore.
According to friends of mine who live there or have moved from there, it is not most places. It's like the wild, wild west in a sense out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then now that's happening here in America. Do you think this is kind of a tough question, and this will be controversial, but the great replacement theory, I think it's real. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that, but I don't think it's based in race, but I think that they want immigrants to come here because they know that they'll vote for them and, Democratic elections, or at least they'll vote for candidates that will give out free social services. So for me, call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't think it's crazy to just let in millions of people in if you want to try to.
Is that controversial? Is that even up for
Is it?
debate?
I don't-
Why else would you have a fully open border? Why else would you be letting people on the terror watch list just walk on in if you weren't banking on at least the majority of the millions of people? I mean, they say it's close to 10 million that we know of. It's probably more like 15.
Yeah.
If you weren't banking on those people voting for you, why else would you repeal voter ID laws? Why would you do all this stuff if you weren't banking on that?
And I believe that like these are official numbers. They're saying 7 to 10 million people came in. I think that's more than 30 states' entire population.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is first of all, it's unsustainable and it's insane. And you wonder, I mean, so many people look at it and they say, why can't you just enforce the laws? The laws say that you cannot let people into this country without vetting them somehow. You can't just let them all walk in like this. And yet they are doing just that. The federal government is doing nothing about it. They're aiding these people. They're giving them plane tickets. They're giving them bus tickets. You go to New York, you're getting debit cards with $1,000 on them. I mean, it's wild, and I cannot come up with any other reason as to why you would do that.
And the worst part about it is, at least I grew up in America where you had to do the 90-day fiancé thing. You had to marry an ugly person to get into this country. You know what I mean? That's what we need to go back to, is if you really want to be
good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé is one of my favorite shows. We need to go back to that. But now these beautiful women, they're not marrying ugly rich men because they know they can just walk across the border. So
too bad. What a shame.
We need Trump back. We need Trump back. Okay, next we want to play a clip of your what?
Well,
Why are you in my
let's
ear?
show her, because we know she's so musically talented. We brought the Won't Back Down.
Oh, of course.
But
Yeah.
we had this special video because they were so impressed.
Yes. Wait. Before you play the video, so Laura, you've gotten some criticism for your singing. You've gotten a lot of praise too, but your voice, objectively, is beautiful. You're a very talented singer. I'm just saying, somebody's going to say, oh, some liberal will be like, I don't like her because she's Trump's daughter-in-law, right? They're not going to give you a fair shake. That you're never going
They
to
would never do that to a Trump.
But I'm saying you're
Alex.
never going to get a.
Of course I'm not. And I went into it knowing that. Yeah. That's how little I care about what those people say.
Even if you were like Taylor Swift, they would somehow say you're not. You know what I mean? If it was a #1 song. But we have some good news. Let's play this little clip.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Lara Trump. My name is Marcus Daniels, and I am a top record executive at Interscope Records. We have some of the top artists like Nicki Minaj, Eminem, and the Baha Men. I have an ear for music because I discovered the Baha Men when they were singing Who Let the Dogs Out at a Jamaican prison. I would like to sign you to a multi-million-dollar record deal, but I need a few pictures of your father-in-law's feet. Do we have a deal?
Wow, that's quite an offer. That's quite an offer for a girl like me, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and get back to you on that one.
What? Marcus Daniels? Because I'll take the pictures of Trump's feet. Just let me in your house.
Right. I don't even know if I've seen my father-in-law's feet.
He doesn't ever wear sandals?
By the way, so those would actually go for big money.
Those would be.
Those
that
would
was
really
a real.
go for a lot.
That's a multi-million-dollar. Have you heard of Interscope Records? They have the Baha Men.
If they have the Baha Men, then you know I'm ready to sign.
Let the dogs out. You love dogs.
Oh, I do love dogs.
Jimmy, what are you going to back me up?
Go ahead.
Let the dogs out. Who let the beagles out? Who let the what out?
The beagles. She loves beagles.
I do love beagles.
You know, Dr. Fauci tested a bunch of stuff on
I do
beagles.
know that. That's why he's a disgusting human. It's
He is a
terrible.
bad guy.
Yeah. Too bad.
I kind of wish. That's okay. Let's just be real. One thing. Why didn't your father-in-law throw him in a gulag under the jail immediately?
Well, I think that, what do you
been there
do?
50 years,
First of all, what do you do when you're in a pandemic situation? Something we've never seen before in the entire world history. I mean, at least recent history. Go back to the bubonic plague, I guess. But truly, in modern times, we've never seen anything like that. He's not a doctor. He's not a medical expert. So he's got to rely on the experts. I think if he could push a button and go back in time, day one, that guy would be out of there, believe me.
For sure. Yeah, no, I just look back. Dr. Fauci's I look at him like an evil person. I don't know what you're going to say about the vaccine, but a lot of people getting myocarditis and just Dr. Fauci is the worst American in American history.
Well, by the way, and if you go back and look at the press conferences, because remember, don't forget, my father-in-law, every single day was out there
grinding, yes,
doing press conferences, keeping the American people updated. People were freaking out. People were scared. It was a crazy time. And if you actually look when Fauci got up there and talked, go back and watch some of the clips of DJT. That's what we all call him in my family. He is like just kind of glaring at this guy like, I don't know. I don't know.
He knew, but he's like you said, he's not a doctor.
What can he do?
This guy's been the doctor for what,
Yeah.
like literally, I think was he the longest tenured employee at like 40 years or something? So, I mean, I once again, I know Donald Trump was trying to do his best at the time with the information he had, but just going back, man, Dr. Fauci, don't give me that ouchie. Okay, now we only have a couple more minutes left. We have to ask you if you could choose anybody to be DJT's vice president pick. Vivek, who are we? Tulsi Gabbard, Ron DeSanctimonious, maybe. Who are you thinking?
What I like before I answer that question is that we went from Ron DeSantis to Ron DeSanctimonious to Ron DeSanctus, and then they were actually saying that like on TV.
Yeah, that was his real name. Yeah,
So funny. Well, I will not let any information slip that I may or may not know.
Oh, you know.
But what I will tell you is that the person my father-in-law chooses will be a person who is an America First patriot, who he can pass the baton on to after his 4 years and say the country will be better off with this person as a potential president of the United States. Obviously, that's what we should be looking for in any vice president. We shouldn't be looking at how someone's appearance is, obviously counter to the current administration, but it will be a person who is ready day one to serve should he or she need to, and will be an America First patriot.
I loved what Ron did in Florida. I think he was a great governor. Him running for president this early, I think that made me lose a lot of respect for him. So if I had to choose, I'm going with Vivek. He's young, he's fresh. Is he? Does he have a lot of political experience? No, but I think that's what makes him good.
Donald Trump didn't have any political experience either, so you could make an argument there for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm team. If I had to choose, I love Vivek. So I definitely want to give Vivek. But I know Donald Trump's going to make the right choice. If he picks a woman, I don't know if he should pick a woman because aren't women not as good as men at stuff?
I don't know. You want to arm wrestle real quick?
Okay, you would kick my ass. Yes, physically and beauty, you're better than me. But I don't know if I'd want a woman pilot.
Oh.
2 women pilot. Or 2, actually, I'd have 1 woman.
By the way, you've probably flown on a lot of planes with 2 women pilots and not known it.
That's not true because
true.
No, because I always ask to go to the cockpit during the flight.
Stop it.
And then I yell Allahu Akbar and they arrest me.
Wow, good luck to you.
No, but on a serious note, women are equal to men. I do actually believe that. I'm not one of these. You have to admit that in the conservative side, though, I kind of don't like that, too, kind of the anti-woman or anti-gay kind of rhetoric, like men. You hear that, though, right?
Who's saying that?
I'm just saying you don't ever hear that. Like, some of the real Christian conservative type people, like.
Not around me.
Not around you, because obviously President Trump respects gay people, but I'm saying you don't ever see that. You've never seen that.
Well, I'm sure there are groups. Look, just like you look at the far left, you look at the far right, all of it. There are extremes on either end. But let me tell you, this party is big enough for everyone. We want everyone to come in. Everyone is welcome. Anyone who loves America and wants to see this country succeed is welcome to come vote for Donald J. Trump.
100%. Okay, now we're going to give you 3 hard questions, and then you're done. Okay. Now, this next person is a controversial figure that I actually like and I get along with because her and I are similar in our tactics of calling out politicians. This woman is Donald Trump's biggest supporter. Her name is Lara Loomer. Laura's a friend of mine. I want your honest opinion. Lara can be controversial on the internet. Donald obviously respects her, has written her notes. I think she helps President Trump. She has his back more, but does Lara Loomer do more to help or hurt President Trump?
Well, listen, I think she is a great person online to follow because she is always giving out a lot of information. I don't personally know her, so I can't speak to her character, to be honest. And what I'll say is there are a lot of people out there who criticize everyone they possibly can, a lot of keyboard warriors. So without knowing her, it's a little hard for me to fully opine, but I'll say that she does a lot of great work online on behalf of my father-in-law and on behalf of the country, I would say.
She's a #1 Trump supporter, so I like Lara, and I respect Lara. But, a lot of the people on the left, they don't like her. She fights with Ron DeSantis' people. She can be a controversial figure like myself. So I'm empathetic. I love Lara. Okay, and then now the real hard question, Lara, and you have to really answer this because there's different answers to this question. I asked Vivek Ramaswamy on here, and it went incredibly viral. All CNN played it, MSNBC, even Fox News played it. And what I asked him is, I said, on September 11, 2001, do you think the government told us the truth? And do you think it was possible that it could have been perpetrated by people within our own government? And you know what he said? He said yes. He said that he thinks that they lied. Yeah, he said that. And what he brought up is that in the 9/11 Commission report, there's 28 pages redacted that doesn't say Saudi Arabia's involvement. So my question to you is, knowing this information, knowing that they didn't tell us anything, do you think 9/11 could have been an inside job, Laura?
I would never say never to anything, having seen the inside, or at least somewhat of the inside of the inner workings of the United States government. Do I personally believe that right now? No.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Well,
I'm not
Vivek does. Vivek does. He does, and that's why we love Vivek. Now, the second hard question. Okay.
I should clarify. Vivek said he just doesn't think they were being truthful. He doesn't say 9/11 was
He didn't say it was an inside job. He said they were not being truthful.
I don't want to get him in trouble again.
Yeah, we don't want to get him in trouble again. He just
Not
said
Vivek, my gosh.
No, he's great.
You're trying to push him for VP. Come on.
Well, no, but I'm happy that he speaks about it because, listen, whether you think it was the government or you just think it was 19 hijackers and they're able to find the passports the same day and they're able to defeat the world's best government with box cutters and three buildings were able to fall with 2 planes, you can believe all that, but this is what you do know. We know that George Bush and Condoleezza Rice were both briefed by the FBI, and they said that there's this guy named Osama bin Laden that has a plan to fly planes into the buildings, right? This is all out in the open. Condoleezza Rice said they were briefed and that they was an insubordination. They didn't do enough to stop it. I'm of the opinion that they knew and they purposely didn't stop it.
We can all agree that more transparency on all fronts is always better. And in this case, it would be nice to have that unredacted at some point.
That would be. Okay, now these are the 2 hard questions.
There's 2 more. I thought we had 3.
I know, but I lost track because Jimmy got in my ear. We're almost done. 1969 through 1972, the United States government was able to land on the moon. Is the moon landing real or fake?
You one of these?
Yeah, I think the
Oh my God.
You think we landed on the moon?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No way, Laura! Oh my gosh, I need to talk to your dad right now. Laura, okay, let me tell you something. Do you know the difference between a 1969 and a 1999 Lincoln Town Car?
What?
I'm just saying, do you know technology? Do you think, this is my point.
Oh, geez. We're going with Lincoln Town Cars now?
Well, I'm saying.
This is how you're proving that we didn't land on the moon.
This is how I prove it. In 1969, the technology that they created, they can't recreate it because they destroyed it. It's the only space technology to go backwards. When we went to the moon landing, listen to this real quick. We went 257,000 miles to the moon and back through the Van Allen radiation belt. Today, the farthest we can go with Elon Musk rockets or to the International Space Station, that's 160 miles away.
But didn't they use the gravity and the whole thing to boomerang back?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Jimmy loves it.
I love the moon landing. I think it's real.
You're not. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Laura! Okay, don't clip this. They didn't go on the moon. Okay, now the real question. Now you know this is the real question, and we're gonna know if she's lying or not. Have you ever heard of the ice wall, Laura?
Should I have?
Yeah, because the Earth is probably flat. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, is this what we're doing?
Yes. Is the Earth round or flat, Laura?
I'm gonna get the shake weight out now.
Yes, but no, answer them. Tell them because Jimmy doesn't believe it's flat, and you know, don't you guys all sit at dinner at the?
Yeah, it's obviously it's flat.
Thank you, Jimmy. Clip that.
Clip that. Yeah. Totally.
Finally, we have the truth. The Earth is flat. The moon landing's real, and 9/11 was an inside job. But the Earth is flat. So.
Oh my gosh.
You said
What
it,
a
not me.
time.
I don't believe that at all. Only crazy people
Clip
believe
it for
that.
CNN. They'll love that one.
No, I don't even believe we live in Earth. I believe it's a simulation and that this is all
It's
just
like a Matrix.
This
type
is
deal.
fake. Like I don't even feel this.
You want me to punch you in the face to test it out?
We can do it at the end of the episode, yes.
Throw the shake weight at him.
You can
By
hit
the
me-
way.
You can hit me in the head with a shake weight. Okay, well this
5 pounds.
This has been our time. Laura, tell the people how they can support you. Everybody knows about the book, but how can they support you the best before you go?
Well, you can go buy the book at bravebooks.com. If you want to volunteer to help out the campaign, we need lawyers because we're going to put lawyers everywhere across this country on Election Day. DonaldJTrump.com. Everyone can go there to volunteer or donate. We've got an election to win come November 5th of this year. It's a must win, so we need everybody's help.
We love you, President Trump. We love you, Lara Trump. We love Eric. Thank you for everything that you do, not just what your father-in-law does. Thank you for what you do personally, because I know that once you get any modicum of power, you're going to do it to put America first. So thank you for always doing that.
Thank you. Will do.
All right, guys, this has been a tremendous interview with the one, the only, Lara Trump. Oh, crap. I'm trying to burn this, trying to catch this baby doll on fire. Jimmy, I caught it on fire. Is this bad or is this good?
No, that's bad, but I give up. Let me read the super chats before we get going. Zach is Whack said, I was just asking myself, how long until Jimmy screws everything up? Surprised it only took 28 minutes. Trump 2024. Thank you, Zach is Whack.
Thank you, Zach.
And then someone else said, hi, Alex. I think it would be really cool if you had on congressional candidate Brandon Herrera.
We do need to get Brandon Herrera on. Brandon's awesome. We need to get Brandon on the show ASAP. So Jimmy.
And then, well, unfortunately, this super chatter came in too late.
What?
Someone just sent in, ask her why Trump said, I wish her well, when asked about Ghislaine Maxwell. Please, Alex.
Oh, well, Laura just literally left. She had to go to the airport to go to Trump's victory party tonight because tonight is Super Tuesday. Right, Jimmy?
Hell yeah, Super Tuesday.
And what happens on Super Tuesday?
What does happen on Super Tuesday?
Trump wins!
Oh, yay! Sir Trump wins!
I feel weird holding this baby. I feel like I'm Jeffrey Epstein every time I hold this baby.
Well, speaking of babies, could you get up full screen one? How did you like the thumbnail?
I like the thumbnail. I think we should use more babies for content. Like, did you know this? And you can actually look this up. In the movie American Sniper, and I've said this on the show before, it was not considered for an Academy Award because they got caught using a prop baby instead of a real baby. Did you know that?
I didn't know that was the reason it didn't get considered. I remember the obviously fake baby.
Yes, and they got because that scene was so bad, they used a fake baby. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And that's why I always like to use a real baby. Like, you see this fake baby, you can just hit the baby, you can kick the baby. I mean, that's not good. I mean, you can just do anything to this baby. You can just kick it, and the Trump Biden, sometimes I'll take off my shoe. I like to grab the baby. I like to hold the baby like this, and I like to, you can zoom in, and I'll just hit the baby's head. I just hit the baby's head as hard as I can.
This is horrible.
Alex Stein's school of babysitting.
Well, the reason number 1 million why I'll never let you babysit. But Laura,
this is how I babysit.
Oh gosh.
Oh, give me the baby. Time to babysit. This is how I was reared as a child, and that's why I became so strong.
I mean, that explains a lot. So you got hit in the head as a child. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, my dad told you he hit me on the head a bunch.
Yeah, so do you think that explains any of your mental faculties today?
Yes, I think it gives me a good excuse to be on government assistance. So, yeah, I love it. You'll see these shoes. These are the Air Bidens, the No Balance Air Bidens.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I heard, who are they? Didn't you say they were free to someone?
To illegal immigrants, Jimmy. You love that. You love that. And don't forget, you can buy the No Balance Air Bidens. You can also buy our coffee, guys, Cash Brew Coffee. You go to cashbrew.com, use that promo code PRIMETIME for 10% off. And remember, if you want us to continue doing great interviews with incredible guests like Lara Trump, we need you to buy this coffee, folks. So do not be scared to go there and use that promo code. Because if you don't use that promo code, it's going to screw us over and we're going to lose Tim as a sponsor. And remember, Tim is half Korean, so every purchase that you do stops Asian hate. All right. Oh, also, a bunch of people are watching on Twitter. Do you think that's an anomaly, Jimmy?
We're at 6.5K on Twitter.
You're saying there's 6,000 people on Twitter right now. Come to the YouTube link if that's real. I doubt it.
I mean, yeah, it's very strange. So everyone watching on Twitter, please go to the YouTube link. I'll even, I'm going to tweet the link right below and just see who's for real about this.
Maybe Elon got hacked. Jimmy, I'm showing my feet for free. Do you think there's going to be some weirdos that look at my feet?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll clip your feet right now.
Clip my feet, rate my feet on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you rate my feet, Jimmy?
Show them again. 4.5. No blemishes, but nothing outstanding. They're kind of big too. Like
they are big and they're stinky. They're stinky. Did you see my girl? Speaking of being stinky, did you see my favorite big booty Latina, AOC, get accosted?
Oh yeah, that was kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Why was that hot? How was that anything? How was that?
I don't know. Just seeing attractive women freak out at strangers en masse just turns me on.
Did you see her boyfriend there cuckolding the whole time? I don't know if you were speaking on the microphone. I can't hear you. But yeah.
Oh, her boyfriend who just sat there, did nothing the whole time.
Did you just speak not on the microphone right then?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't understand. We're on episode 100 and what? 70 something?
159.
159? You don't know how to work the microphone button yet.
Well, I was distracted. I was telling the people on Twitter to watch on YouTube. But yeah, you're right. Pushing the buttons hard. Oh gosh, that poor baby.
This is not a real baby. Maybe if you stopped worrying about your damn baby and started letting it smoke, you'd actually be a good father. They actually say that if you get your kid and you make him smoke a pack of cigarettes all at once and you get him violently ill from nicotine poisoning, the chances of him smoking again is very low.
That is fascinating.
That's what my dad did, but I got addicted. I got fully addicted after that first pack. What do you think about that? No comment? Okay, all right, Jimmy. Well,
I'm here. Sorry about that.
Did you press your mic button again? Jimmy, does Jimmy not know how to work this show? I don't know what's going on. And we're losing viewers right now, Jimmy. I'm freaking almost lighting this doll on fire. I'm going to burn the baby's hand. Will that help us get viewers?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, honestly, lighting it on fire would probably be good for viewership, but bad for employment. So.
I don't like when I see you because you look like Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's your fault. I mean, actually, it's Max Hines' fault because I had to, get my hair unmessed up something.
And speaking of, if you guys want to actually freaking subscribe to this channel, if we get to 250,000 subscribers by, what's the end date, Jimmy?
I don't think we set an end date.
Well, if we get to 250K subscribers, I'm going to bleach blonde dye my hair. Bleach blonde.
So tell all your friends, everyone you know, to subscribe to this channel if you want to see Alex's hair blonde.
What does the chat think about that? Put a poll in the chat. Do you want to see Alex dye his hair blonde? Yes or no?
I mean, I think that's a very good idea.
What does the baby say? I would love that idea. Please dye his hair blonde. And did you tell him about, guys, be on the lookout. We have a couple other ideas. If we get to our first, I guess we're not officially launching this. We're going to officially launch this probably next week or the week after. We will create a whole nother Monday show. But what we need from you, chat rats, is we're going to need 100 people to go purchase a Blaze subscription. And that means 100 people are going to have to use our promo code. And once 100 people use that promo code, the Blaze has greenlit me, to produce another show. So if you guys want a Monday night episode, we're not officially starting that, but once we start that campaign, we need 100 paid subscribers to add that Monday show. Do you think that the chat wants a Monday show, Jimmy?
Oh, I know they want a Monday show. And here's the thing, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty details, blah, blah, blah. But to read a super chat, we only read the $20 plus super chats.
Yes.
But we will read every Blaze chat, and that's $20 a month. So if you want to get more than one chat read per month, it is worth your money, and you get an extra show.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to be reading that chat exclusively, and it's going to be an interactive show where you're able to call in either over voice or, through Skype. So you're going to be able to see your face. So if you guys want a show that is interactive and that you can actually be a part of, I guess we're not going to start the contest now, though, right? Because we wouldn't be able to keep track.
No, we will start either Thursday or first thing next week.
We will be starting an official marketing campaign for this, but we just wanted to give you guys the heads up because we saw all the chat rats talking about how they want a Sunday show, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
They all want the Sunday show back, but instead of a Sunday show, we're going to give you the Monday show, what I like to call Monday night, what's opposite of football? Monday night soccer.
Monday night soccer, ooh.
That's how we're going to compete on Monday night football games.
That's pretty awesome.
And we're going to get a heavy Latino audience because Latinos love soccer.
That is true, just like AOC.
She loves it, and that's part of her culture. She probably was a good soccer player. Do we know anything about her athletic prowess?
Other than her dancing in a Boston University shirt, I don't know many things about her athletic achievements.
She definitely knows how to do the Macarena, though, right, Jimmy? Am I right about that?
Oh, I love the Macarena. Is the Macarena a white or Hispanic song? Because I only see white people doing it.
Well, it's only, it's kind of like Tex-Mex. Half Tex, half Mex.
I guess I only see white people eating Tex-Mex, though. That's like,
no,
is Olive
Mexicans
Garden
eat
Italian.
Tex-Mex. Mexicans eat Tex-Mex. They're the Mexican part of the Tex.
Oh, Ronnie sent a super chat.
Oh.
Lara is the best. Thank you guys for having her on the show today.
And Ronnie,
it was like yesterday when Jimmy sang that America's Hot Mom song to her last year.
I have a bone to pick with Ronnie.
What is that?
Why did you try to say that interview wasn't live? What was that all about?
Yeah,
Ronnie?
what the heck, Ronnie?
What is Ronnie trying to do with all that? It's almost like there's some chat rats that want to try to sabotage the ship, but that would never happen, right, Jimmy?
No, absolutely not.
We would never have a chat rat go rogue and try to do something to manipulate our show and make us fail.
No, absolutely not. All our chat rats love you and would never do something so horrible and stupid and things that would risk all of our jobs.
Even the most top chat rats will always have our back under every circumstance. Is that correct, Jimmy?
Absolutely, under any circumstance whatsoever.
Let's actually just put our hands up. We're going to do a chat rat oath. And then say, and then say your name. So I, Alex Stein.
I, Alex Stein.
Dedicate my life.
Dedicate my life.
To the pursuit.
To the pursuit.
Of creating.
Of creating.
A like-minded community.
A like-minded community.
Of chat rats.
Of chat rats.
That are willing to die. To die.
That are willing to die.
For anything that Alex Stein tells them to do.
for anything Alex Stein tells them to do.
Including storming any Capitol building?
Let's not encourage storming capitals.
Including storming the Capitol or storming your local
For legal reasons, I can't say that on air.
Well, we can storm a city council meeting if I tell you to storm that. Or
and by storm, I mean attend within
no,
legal bounds.
I'm running and make a big scene and break a bunch of glass and also to storm a Target if they ever have any transgender bathing suits that are targeted towards children.
Or try them on and film yourself.
Or do that. That works as well. I dedicate myself
to
being the best chat rat that I can possibly be.
To being the best chat rat I can possibly be.
Amen.
Amen.
I think you pray. Yeah, that was a prayer in a way. All right, so all the chat rats, I hope you guys did that
one
too.
more super chat from Ranger Soup. Alex, how much do you bench? Also, can you sail to the ice wall to prove Laura wrong?
I am going to sail to the ice wall. Tim Pool's paying for that. That's not a joke. He said he would pay for me to go to Antarctica. Sponsored by Casper Coffee. Go to Casper.com. Use that promo code PRIMETIME. And he asked about the ice wall. And what was the other question?
How much do you bench?
On a good day, 205.
Solid.
Not really. I used to bench a lot more, but I've, ever since the vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what. Well, actually, we probably shouldn't go into it. Yeah. It's safe and effective.
It's safe and effective, but not for your bench press. Okay. All right, folks. This has been our show. We want to give a warm round of applause, everybody in the studio, for Lara Trump.
All right, and we're almost at 10,000 on Twitter, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I even commented, go watch on YouTube now. So
obviously something's wrong with the Twitter stream, but that's a good problem. I'm happy that it's saying more people are watching and not less, right?
No, people are definitely watching. Just tell all those people watching on Twitter right now, go to YouTube. Watch on YouTube.
Do you think Donald is watching?
Oh, Donald, you can watch wherever you want.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, President Trump, for calling in. We end the show the same way every time with that freestyle finale. DJ, hit that beat. Yo, it's prime time with Lara Trump. Don't act like a chump. I am a pimp on a blimp, and I'm eating that shrimp. Cash brew coffee makes you feel great. It will help you stay up late. Study for a test. Do your best when you drink calf brew in your cup. It will make you want to fuck. Yeah, I said that. What can I say? Cash brew coffee will make you straight and not gay. All right, guys, I'm Primetime 99, Pim on a Blimp. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Peace and good night, bitches.